Why, hello. Another day, another dollar, so to speak. Just going to be doing another live stream here on one of my client properties. This one is a pretty small property. Um, I'm just parked a little bit of ways. Just noticed somebody walking their dog with the dog going and using the bathroom on the one there that I'm about to cut. Luckily, it did look like they picked it up, so hopefully they did a good job there. But yeah, going to be doing a mow here of one of my regular weekly clients. So let's get to it. Turn the camera around here and put it on my holder. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Beautiful sunny day. This couple of lawns here that I'm parked at could use a cut as well. Wrong key. Wrong key. Yeah, there's about 2 or 3 houses in a row that could use a cut. These are not the ones that I'm cutting though. Looks like all 3 of them are not mowing their lawns. I'm doing this one here, this corner lot, regular client. Welcome to those just joining in. Unfortunately, this lawn here, you can see from where I'm trimming right now, always gets beat up from the alley that's back here. Cars come out of the alley here and then cross over their lawn, create these huge ruts and divots. Need some rocks or something there, ideally, to prevent people from being so careless. Beautiful spring day. We had that one day of rain, actually it wasn't even during the day, it was in the evening this week. And then back to sunshine, which is really nice. I will take it compared to the usual 7 or 8 months of rainy rainy season. It always feels like never-ending rain. Just joining. Let me know if you can hear me as well. Try this again for the 5th time. Asking people watching the live stream to let me know where you're from. I have yet to have anybody in like the last 5 live streams willing to just say where they're from, where they're watching from. Please clean up after your pet. Yes, please do. Otherwise, I gotta deal with it. some edging here. Some flip edging. Michael Vojek says, wow. Not sure what he's referring to. Using the Milwaukee second generation M18 stuff today, and I've been testing out one of the new things I've been testing out this week is that dual battery handheld blower. I put out a little video on his Instagram Reels, kind of showing it off in action and kind of talking about how surprising that unit is. It's actually a lot more powerful than I was expecting, especially given the rated specifications. That unit is 600 CFM and 17.7 newtons of force. And the previous battery handheld model that I was using was that Crest handheld blower. And that one is 850 CFM. And that was kind of throwing me off because I was like, why is this Milwaukee feel noticeably like more powerful or close to? But to me it feels more powerful. So that was kind of messing with my brain. So I decided to look up the actual specs of the Crest model, because it's just like it doesn't compute in your head. Like, how does this one feel more powerful? So the Crest is 850 CFM, but it's 18 newtons of force, whereas the Milwaukee is 600 CFM, so 600 cubic feet per minute, moving less air, but it's doing it at 17.7 newtons of force. So only 0.3 newtons less than that Crest model, but it's less air, so it's more concentrated, which is why it feels more powerful. It's giving me that perceived, like noticeably. When you turn it on, it just even sounds more. So that is why, because of course the CFM really doesn't make a difference. You can have a really high CFM, but you can achieve that. It just depends on how you're achieving that CFM. You have a larger fan that's going to be moving a lot more air, but you have it spinning slower, then yes, technically you are moving more air, but that air is not going to have the power to move anything in terms of like a blower. Whereas with that Milwaukee, even though the output is 600, because it's doing that less air at almost exactly the same as the Crest at 850, you feel it. So that solves that mystery, because I thought I was going kind of crazy. It's like, how is this possible? How is this one that is more powerful? But I was thinking, in my mind, I thought that the Crest handheld blower had higher newtons or force. I thought it was in the 20s for that one that I've got. But it's not. It's basically the same, so I just figured that out. Literally, when I was finished the last house, I sat in my truck and I was like, how is this possible? So I looked at the specs and immediately I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. That's why. So now I'm curious. I might have to do like a head-to-head test. Try to figure out something like moving a ball or something over distance between the two. See how that kind of perceived power that I'm feeling, if it actually is. Does it translate to moving objects, which obviously is more important when you're talking about things like leaves and wet leaves and heavy stuff versus just a bunch of air if it doesn't have power behind it. All right. Let's go grab the mower. To go out here, I noticed some zip ties in the lawn. So I'll pick those up so they don't get tangled up in the mower. Actually, you could probably use those again, seeing as they've been cut just towards the end. Oh yeah, perfect. You could use that again. Same with this one. Or no, not this. Oh yeah, no, yeah, you could. There you go. You could use those again. In an emergency, rather than just throw them out, throw them in the trailer. Never know. For mowers today, I'm using the Crest commercial, 60 volt. My keys with me. I'm going at about 2.25 inches, I would guess. I got the back rear wheels at 2.5, and the front wheel set to 2 inches. So it's giving me about 2.25. See how that does. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty good. Just twisted my ankle there. Just got a little divot or hole in the ground there. It's always a little bit scary. Very easy to break an ankle when you do something like that. That would be the end of your lawn care season. Watch around these tree stump here and the roots. Always something to contend with. Always something. Lawn is growing nice and healthy on this one. What a day to be outside. Beautiful day. Amazing. How blessed we are to wake up each and every day. Again, if you're able to, let me know how the audio sounds. And it would be awesome to know where people are watching from. just checking to see if the actual microphone was still on. If it was muted, since nobody has given me any sort of feedback. Everybody's too shy, or you're all watching this on mute. So getting, a lot of you guys have asked as well, DMs and stuff, got questions from people about options for charging batteries on the go. So getting really close, been in talks with a company that has a solution that would work well, and is basically a brand, it's the word agnostic solution, meaning that you don't have to be a Crest user or Steel user or Lucky user. You can use it to charge anybody's batteries. So getting very close in talks with them, in fact. Just kind of working on, I was actually going back and forth with them last night, or actually early this morning, 1 a.m. to be specific. They're in a different country, so time zone changes, so I was actually lying in bed around 1:30 in the morning. Working out some details. So if all goes well, hopefully by tomorrow, I'll have a contract signed with them. They had sent over a contract already for me to sign, but there's some little hidden things, or I guess not really hidden, just some things that are just included in the contract that we didn't discuss beforehand. So I wanted that stuff removed because that was not part of our initial agreement. And they agreed to remove that, so they're just rewriting it. Then they will send it to me to sign, and then once it's signed, then they will send out the tool, the product that I think would be a very good solution for us in the lawn care industry. The back wheel's getting full of grass. It's telling me that we are full. So I'm just going to bring it up to the corner here. Dropping grass everywhere. Yeah, the bag is very full. So I'm not even going to bother cleaning out the deck. Just whip around the corner here, dump it, and then ooh, got a little bit of a blowback there. Probably completely covered in grass right now. All the grass falling into the garbage can. Ooh, literally. The air Got a pocket at the bottom of that garbage can. So yeah, like I said, it's it'll be a good option for us in the lawn care industry, I believe. We're charging those tool batteries on the go, and it's also it's very an affordable option. Let's say that it's not like crazy priced. And I've been watching some other videos and some research, and it's a very solid unit. It's very high ratings from all the technical testing sites. So looking forward to trying that out. Personally, for myself, I don't really need an onboard charging solution because all my lawns are relatively small. Battery technology is so good now that you can get a lot of houses done on a set of batteries or a battery, depending on what equipment, what brand you're using. But it is something that you guys keep asking me about, so I will test out different options. Just means for me that I'll just bring out less batteries in a day so that I don't have to have spares, backups with me basically. Just have like an extra working set that can be charging in the vehicle while I'm using the other set. But I guess it just depends on the brand as well. Different options, what you want to do. Some batteries are very expensive for some brands. It's hard to justify for a small business. It's quite the comment here. What's your favorite, Max Corin, what's your favorite type of lawnmower? Um, it's hard to say. I haven't found a all-time favorite. They all have different aspects. So, for example, this Crest one is very high-end, very expensive. Um, the Crest batteries are fantastic. They're quick charging. You can charge one of these big commercial batteries, depending on the charger that you purchase from them, but I'll show you in a second once I finish mowing this little piece here. Right there. So one of these big batteries, big 11 amp hour battery. This battery is roughly about $2,000 just for the battery. So that's the biggest issue with this brand, is that it's just super expensive, but the quality of it is great. But in that, depending on the charger that you pick, that 11 amp hour battery with their regular like you plug it in the wall type charger, it's a 30 amp charger. It can charge that battery in about 24 minutes from 0 to 100%, which is very fast. But they also have an even faster solution, which is their cyber um, cyber tank. It's called. Looks like a big one of those like job site toolboxes you'd see in the back of a truck, but it's essentially just a huge battery that you charge overnight, and then because it's already DC current, it's got chargers on the side, and you can pop these batteries in, and you see here it says 8-minute cyber system. So it'll charge with that charger. It'll charge this battery from 0 to 100% in 8 minutes. So amazing, but very, very expensive. Like I said, those batteries are very costly, but also that charger is, I'm trying to remember here, I think it's like 30 grand for that particular charger. Yeah. But it's able to do like 15 or 20 of those batteries on the charge of the massive battery that's inside. It's basically like carrying a battery that would be good for, like, in some cases equal to the size of a battery in some electric cars. But you're using that to transfer power to your tool batteries during the day. Now, the downsides of a mower like this one is that it's not the greatest for cut quality, I would say. I have used better in terms of the cut quality. Again, the cost and just little quirks and stuff with it. But overall, a solid choice if you're looking for battery. It's got a whole bunch of other features like Bluetooth connectivity. You can monitor the usage of it and all that sort of stuff. On the other end, I've used like the X-Mark commercial 21B series. I have that one as well. That one, the batteries are 7 amp hours, at least the batteries that came with it. 7.5 amp hours. They're about, here in Canada, about $800 a battery. So quite a bit less than that battery on that other mower. But they only do about 4 houses per battery. Versus that Crest one, I can do about 7 or so. So the biggest thing with the X-Mark is that it's the exact same mower as their gas version. Like identical, except for the fact that instead of a Kawasaki FJ180, it's got a battery power plant, 60-volt battery power plant. So that's what I mean. There's like no perfect mower that I found yet. That X-Mark one, because it is the exact same model as the gas version, X-Mark is legendary for cut quality. So the stripes and everything that you get off of that mower, and the transmission is the same one as the gas mower, the gas model. So it's really, really nice. The cut quality, but the batteries don't do as many houses, and the batteries are nowhere near as fast to charge. They take like 90 minutes to charge. just older technology, I suppose, compared to what's available, what's out there. So that's what I mean by haven't found anything yet that is like some sticky grass. It's that springtime lush grass, especially on the concrete, on the rough concrete. Make sure there's nothing back here. Oh yeah, there's some. Let's just take a look down here. So yeah, essentially I just haven't found the perfect. There's things I like about different mowers. This year I'm going to be testing as well the Milwaukee one. Never had a chance to run that, so we'll see how that one goes. Take a moment and kind of enjoy. Job well done. Then head off to the next one. Anyways, hopefully that answers your question. Should do some Phil's lawn care style tall grass videos here. Look at these edges. This could use a workout. Nobody likes cutting their lawn over here. What do we got for power here? Got 2 bars on this one, 2 bars on this one, showing 3 bars combined. Oh, 2 bars. Now, 2 bars combined. Those are still the same 2 batteries from yesterday. Used them all day yesterday. They're XC 8.0 Forge batteries. So I used those all day yesterday on, what was it, like 1, or no, I didn't do that one. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7 lawns. So blowing off 7 lawns yesterday, plus 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 today so far. So 12 lawns total, still on those 2 Forge 8.0 batteries in that blower. Take this off the holder. I'm going to flip the camera around. Let's see how much grass is on my head now from... It's actually not too bad. It felt like it's just like that cloud when I dumped that grass. It was just like psh, all coming down on me. But at any rate, that is that particular mowing. Just trying to think here if I can do another live stream. I might be able to do another live stream in a little bit. It just depends. Every lawn is different. Depends, every day, every situation is different. So we'll play it by ear and see. But that's probably going to be about it for this one. And then if you guys are interested in watching me cut some more lawns today, then just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and it'll let you know when I'm going live at the moment, and you guys can check it out. So yeah, there might be possibility that one of these afternoon lawns. Let me see what time it is right now. 12:28 here in the Pacific Northwest. So just trying to think about which ones I have left. Yeah, there might be. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll wait till I get to the end of the day to be able to do them. All right, so that's it for this one, guys. Well, customers waving at me. Just came out. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining me on this live stream, and we'll see if we can do another one in a little bit. So stay tuned. All right, see you later.